Hello guys, in this video I'm gonna talk about the Bing utility and how translate on video related to network utilities. So let's see the Bing utility, how it works. The Bing command is the most widely used for all network utilities. It's a tool that's used to test issues such as network connectivity and name resolution. For example, let's go ahead and Bing a host IP address. So at a command prompt, you would type Bing space, then IP address, then press enter. Now it's going to send out 4 data packets to the destination IP address. We choose then the destination will send the data packets back to us as a reply. And these replies are called echo reply requests. And this reply request will inform us about what's happening with the destination hosts we pinged. For example, if we receive reply, then that means that there is a general network connectivity between us and destination. But if we did not get a reply, then that mean there is an issue with the reply from the host, and it could mean that there is no network connectivity between us. And but if we ping a host and we got a message that says request timeouts means that the host is down or that's blocking all pings requests. So maybe the host cannot reach to destination because of one of those issues. So there is blocking all pings requests, or the other endpoint is down. So in other scenario, after we ping, if we get message that says destination host unreachable, which mean the message is coming from the router, and it means that a route to the destination cannot be found. This is simply a scenario about how's the routing and the Bing utility, how it works. Okay, so here also in this scenario, as we can see that if we're gonna make Bing command can also be used to test name resolution. For example, before we use Bing command with an IP address, but we can also use it with a domain name. For example, if we could type Bing space, then domain name, yahoo.com. So by binging the domain name, if we get the same successfully result as type in the IP address, then this would be indicate the name resolution by DNS. Because as we know, DNS is domain name system, and the DNS is resolving make resolution for the IP address to the name. But let's just suppose that the domain name being filled. So the next step will be typing the IP address instead. So if by typing in the IP address, if the ping command was successfully, this time that we know that we are having a problem with DNS. Okay, so the ping command also be combined with uh, other sub commands uh, like switches. Switches also are used to alter parameter up to Bing utility. You can view full list at switches by typing Bing space forward slash and then the question mark. And the bus Bing utility, there is another way. Bing in another window network utility that combine the functionality of Bing and Tracert utility. So in a command prompt type in Bing and in the IP address or the domain name, and when you press enter, and the path Bing showing these details of path data packets takes between two devices. These data packets, as shown between two devices, it will give Bing like statics for each device that the data packets takes on this way to destination. This is called path Bing. For ARB Bing utility, if you want to check a device using regular Bing command, and if you fail to get a response because the firewall blocked all Bing requests, you can use ARP Bing command. And instead, the ARP Bing command using ARP data packets to Bing network device. So since you are using the ARP packets, firewall would not block any ARP data because ARP data will never block or should be never block a LAN. And this is the most important function for ARP. And ARP Bing command not be used on internet if data is not routable, so it is only work on LAN. Okay, so the firewall will not block any ARP data as we mentioned. And let's talk about the trace route utility. Trace route utility. This is the next utility we trace on switch or router using trace RT, which stand for trace route. Okay, and this is used to find out the exact path to data packet taking on its way to its destination. For example, let's go ahead and trace the route from a computer, from our computer to another computer. So at the command prompt, we would type tracert, okay, and space, and then IP address, press enter. Now the data packet will find its way to the destination, and each time it reaches a router on its path, it will report back information about this router, such as IP address and the time it's took between each hop. Okay. For example, if we try to ping destination and the ping command fail, we can use the tracer utility to find out where the data is failing along its path. So in order to determine where the data failing or fail along its path, so we're gonna write this command tracer. Okay. Okay, so this is a holistic view about the trace routes or tracer. Okay, and let's talk about the NB state utility, and this is used to resolve a net BIOS name to IP address. For example, the command prompt just in the command prompt let's type in NB state, and here is an example. This is a properly common utility, whatever use. And the next utility is called ARP, and as you might see earlier here, listen, ARP is used to resolve the IP address to MAC address in order to computer communicate with other computer. which mean uh, the IP address knows that the address for that address is the first thing the computer does. It check it the RB cache, and the MAC address for the computer. And the fact we can check this itself in command prompt by using the arb utility or typing arb with a minus switch, and as you can see it has no entry at all, so the corresponding IP address for its MAC address. Okay, the net states utility, now this is a very useful tool and it's used to display the network to your computer. So in our example here, we can visually see that our computer is currently seeking communication with FTP server and HTTP web server, and we can verify this by using netstate utility. Now our display, we can see that two HTTP server, FTP server. So even if you are not sure what connection it is your computer currently has, you can use the netstate utility to find out, as shown here, the video. And the ipconfig utility or ipconfig command, it is a uh, command control using on the uh, uh, prompts. The utility is the powerful tool you use to display network configuration for our computer, and this information can be used for problem solving. So, for example, if we open up a command prompt and type ipconfig and along with a switch name, MAC address, IP address, default gateway, which is router, DNS server, and so. And by using this server, we can find solution if we are experiencing problem. DHCP is enabled, which means that this computer is getting its IP address from the DHCP server, and it's also tell us the IP address for the DHCP server. And this service for DHCP, it's also tell us the IP address for DNS server. So if we experiencing any question, any problem, uh, let's for any problem, let's browsing the internet domain names that might be a problem with DNS server. So the using ipconfig tool or command, this would tell us by itself display the IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway by using this utility command with subcommand called switch change the output slightly. For example, if we use ipconfig command now with a forward slash, which we just used in previous slide, it displays a TCP IP configuration. Okay, blah blah blah. So from the DHCP server, ipconfig for release, then here we go. So this is actually, it was a holistic view about the IB or the thank you guys very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you later for next sessions. Have a good one.